Fujifilm is a name that carries instant recognition in the mirrorless camera world. For many photographers, it evokes a very specific image: beautifully crafted, retro-inspired camera bodies, solid metal construction, analog-style dials with a satisfying tactile feel, and the unmistakable color science delivered through Fujifilm's renowned film simulations. Over the years, this identity has helped Fujifilm carve out a loyal and passionate community that values not only image quality, but also the emotional and physical experience of photography. This deep-rooted philosophy of connecting the photographer to the creative process is exactly why every new Fujifilm release generates such intense anticipation. With the arrival of the Fujifilm X-Pro6, the latest evolution of the iconic X-Pro series, that anticipation has reached a new peak. The X-Pro lineup has always stood apart from mainstream mirrorless cameras. It has never been about chasing spec sheet dominance or competing head-on with high-speed, video-centric hybrids. Instead, the X-Pro series has consistently focused on craftsmanship, thoughtful design, and a rangefinder-inspired shooting experience that emphasizes immersion and intent. The Fujifilm X-Pro6 continues this tradition, but it also raises an important and unavoidable question. Is it actually worth the investment? Does it live up to the hype that has built around it? More importantly, does it offer meaningful, real-world advantages for today's photographers, or is it simply a beautiful, nostalgic object carrying a premium price tag? This question matters more than ever in today's camera market. Modern mirrorless systems are advancing at an aggressive pace, offering astonishing frame rates, increasingly powerful autofocus systems, advanced video features, and cutting-edge sensor technology. Against this backdrop, a camera like the Fujifilm X-Pro6 must justify itself not only emotionally, but practically. This analysis aims to move beyond first impressions and aesthetics to evaluate the X-Pro6 from every important angle. That includes its design philosophy, build quality, image performance, usability in real shooting scenarios, lens ecosystem compatibility, and overall value proposition. The goal is not to praise or criticize blindly, but to provide a grounded, honest assessment that helps photographers decide whether this camera truly deserves a place in their kit. To understand the Fujifilm X-Pro6, it's essential to first understand the heritage of the X-Pro line itself. The series traces its roots back to the early days of mirrorless photography, beginning with the original X-Pro1. From the start, Fujifilm set out to recreate the experience of classic rangefinder cameras while integrating modern digital technology. This concept was never meant to appeal to everyone. Instead, it was deliberately targeted at photographers who appreciate a slower, more deliberate approach to shooting, where composition, timing, and engagement matter more than sheer speed or automation. Over time, the X-Pro line evolved through models like the X-Pro2 and X-Pro3, each bringing incremental improvements and, in some cases, bold design decisions. The X-Pro3, for example, sparked debate with its hidden rear screen, a choice that polarized users but reinforced Fujifilm's commitment to intentional photography. These cameras were not designed to be universal tools. They were designed to be expressive tools, encouraging photographers to interact with their cameras in a more mindful way. The Fujifilm X-Pro6 inherits this philosophy and builds upon it in a market that looks very different from the one its predecessors entered. Today's camera industry is dominated by technical competition. Brands race to offer higher megapixel counts, faster burst rates, deeper buffers, advanced subject detection autofocus, and increasingly complex video specifications. In contrast, the X-Pro line occupies a quieter but deeply meaningful corner of the market. It promises exceptional still image quality, tactile controls, and a shooting experience that prioritizes connection over complexity. The Fujifilm X-Pro6 must therefore balance tradition with relevance, offering modern performance without abandoning the core values that define the series. From a design and construction standpoint, the X-Pro series has always been one of Fujifilm's strongest statements. The Fujifilm X-Pro6 continues to benefit from this legacy. Even before considering technical specifications, the physical experience of using an X-Pro camera plays a major role in its appeal. The weight, the texture of the materials, the resistance of the dials, and the layout of the controls all contribute to a sense of quality that goes beyond numbers. For many photographers, these tactile elements are not secondary details, they are central to the joy of photography itself. Fujifilm has consistently demonstrated a willingness to take design risks in the X-Pro line, prioritizing user experience over universal appeal. If the X-Pro6 follows this path, it is expected to feature a solid metal alloy body, weather sealing for reliability in challenging conditions, and a carefully refined control layout. The hybrid viewfinder, a defining feature of the series, remains one of its most distinctive advantages. The ability to switch between an optical rangefinder-style view and an electronic viewfinder offers a unique shooting experience that few modern cameras can replicate. For photographers who value this hybrid approach, it is not just a feature, but a core reason to choose an X-Pro camera. Image quality is another critical pillar of the X-Pro6's value proposition. While Fujifilm cameras are known for strong sensor performance, dynamic range, and color accuracy, what truly sets them apart is their film simulation profiles. These simulations are not simple presets, they are carefully crafted color and tonal responses inspired by Fujifilm's analog film heritage. For many photographers, these simulations reduce the need for heavy post-processing, allowing them to achieve a finished look straight out of the camera. If the X-Pro6 introduces refinements to color science or new film simulations, this could significantly enhance its appeal, especially for photographers who prioritize stills over video. Autofocus performance is another area where modern expectations are high. While the X-Pro line has never been marketed as a sports or wildlife powerhouse, contemporary photographers still expect reliable, fast, and accurate autofocus. The Fujifilm X-Pro6 must strike a balance here. It does not need to match the absolute fastest cameras on the market, but it must offer confidence-inspiring performance for street photography, documentary work, portraits, and everyday shooting. Improvements in subject detection, tracking reliability, and low-light focusing would go a long way toward ensuring that the camera feels modern rather than nostalgic. Usability in real-world scenarios is where the X-Pro6 either proves its worth or reveals its limitations. A camera can have excellent specifications on paper, but if it slows the photographer down or introduces unnecessary friction, its value diminishes. The X-Pro philosophy emphasizes intuitive controls and a clear shooting flow. Physical dials for shutter speed, exposure compensation, and ISO encourage photographers to think about their settings rather than rely entirely on automation. For users who enjoy this hands-on approach, the X-Pro6 can feel deeply rewarding. For others, it may feel less efficient than more conventional mirrorless designs. Lens ecosystem compatibility is another important factor. Fujifilm's X-mount system is one of the strongest APS-C ecosystems available, offering a wide range of native lenses that cover everything from compact primes to professional zooms. The Fujifilm X-Pro6 benefits greatly from this mature lens lineup. Photographers can choose lenses that complement the camera's rangefinder style, such as compact primes, or opt for more modern optics when needed. This flexibility strengthens the overall value of the system and ensures that the camera can adapt to different shooting styles. In the end, the Fujifilm X-Pro6 is not trying to be everything to everyone. It is a deliberate, focused expression of Fujifilm's photographic values. Whether it is worth it depends entirely on how much those values align with your own approach to photography. If you seek a camera that encourages thoughtfulness, rewards manual interaction, and delivers rich, character-filled images, the X-Pro6 may well justify its price. If your priorities lie elsewhere, it may be wiser to admire it from afar while choosing a tool better suited to your specific needs.